Hello and welcome to another episode of Craig's Advice on Life. Yeah, woo! Yeah, I know, my own applause. That's okay though. Hey, you can see my my things in the background. I didn't realize. All right, let me just move you over here a little bit. There you go. So, Craig's Advice on Life. Here we go. I'm talking about the 4 agreements today. You heard him. 4 agreements. Now, the first agreement is being impeccable with your word. This is also a philosophy that I live by. I'm not asking you, this isn't for everybody, all right? I'm just telling you this is how I live. This is how I communicate. This is how I act. And this is my philosophy. Every single day, I follow this philosophy. I'm probably going to follow it till I die, most likely. Okay? So, here we go. Right into it. Being impeccable with your word. Okay? That's the first one. Impeccable meaning without sin. Now, when I describe these things to people, they say, well, that's hard to do. How can you be, perfect without sin with your words? So, do you know that voice in your head that tells you if you like things, or if you don't like things, or if you're doing good, or if you don't like, you're not doing good? The voice can be positive or negative, right? The voice could be for you or like self-sabotaging, right? So, sabotaging, right? Seriously, it could be sabotaging you. So, basically, what you want to do is you want to train your thoughts, like in neurolinguistic programming, Tony Robbins, David Snyder, a bunch of other people talk about. You want to train your thoughts to be free flowing, positive, good towards you, that serves you. Only thoughts that serve you, keep. Okay? Only thoughts that serve you, keep. Anything else, discard, get rid of, cut it off. Okay? So, like, let's say I was thinking, oh, man, I'm not that good at basketball. I suck. I probably shouldn't try out for the team, right? I suck at basketball. I probably shouldn't try out. And I'm actually not terrible at basketball, but I'm not the best player. But I know that about myself, so it's not about, that isn't about that for me. So, when I was young, I tried out for the basketball team, and I didn't make it. And that's okay. I have no qualms or negative energy towards the coach or whatever. But I told myself that I was not good enough to be on the basketball team. And that's another thing that prevented me from doing it. Because if I said, I'm the best damn basketball player ever, and I tried really hard and I did it, I probably would have gotten on the team. It wasn't that hard back in the day, in like middle school or whatever. So, basically, being impeccable with your word means always be true and serve yourself. Any words that you say to others, try to be honest. It's a lot of honesty. I'm not talking about white lies either. I'm talking about straight up honesty. Okay? Honestly. Be true to yourself. Okay? Honestly, tell people the right thing when need be. Don't lie, don't sugarcoat, don't bullshit. Just be honest. Be true to yourself. First of all, when you're honest, you have less things to remember. You don't need to lie. What's the use of lying if you can remember everything that you have ever said? Right? So, just be honest. Be true to yourself. Don't think anything negative about yourself, because that just brings you down to a lower level that you really don't want to be in. So, number 2, coming at you. I know I could have added cool effects, but I didn't want to. So, number 2. I put this one. There's a book called The 4 Agreements, and in the book it states that this one that I'm going to put there is number 4. But I believe it should be number 2. Why? Because always do the best at whatever you do. Okay? This is number 2 in my book. Always do the best at whatever you do. Anything you do, it's pretty self-explanatory. Always do the best at whatever you do. Because when you do the best at whatever you do, you have nothing to judge yourself with, to feel guilty with, to misinterpret that as I failed and I should have done better, I could have done better, I wasn't giving it my all, so now I'm going to beat myself up over it later. No. So that doesn't happen. Basically, I'm trying to protect you guys so that it doesn't happen to you, and then you're like, killing yourself later. So, always do the best at anything you do. Okay? If you don't like it and you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. Okay? That's always been my motto. If you don't like it, you don't want to do it, and it's not something that has to be done, then don't do it. If it's toxic, don't do it. There's no need to. Sound good? So, number 3, coming at you. So let's recap real quick. Number 1, be impeccable with your word. Number 2, always do the best at whatever you do. Doesn't matter what it is, just always do the best, okay? Including these next 2 agreements. So, number 3. Third agreement is do not make assumptions. Please, don't make assumptions. Because once you start making assumptions, what happens is you start assuming things that are not true about everybody, including yourself, including your friends, your family, loved ones, whatever. You assume different things, and it does make an ass out of you and me. It really does. Not to be, cliche or whatever. But yeah, it does. It really does make an ass out of you and me. Because when you assume things, you're not really thinking 100%. You're just kind of guessing. It's an educated guess. So if I assume that someone put the turkey in the oven for Thanksgiving, right, and they didn't turn the oven on, but I assumed it was cooking for an hour and a half, who's to blame? The person that the person that didn't turn the turkey on, or me for I was supposed to look and check if the turkey was cooking and check the turkey, but I forgot to check because I assumed that they turned the oven on. It's actually both of our faults. Okay? So, when you're trying to pass blame and throw blame around, technically, you should be descriptive enough to tell me, or if I have to tell somebody else what to do, or if you're telling me something to do, don't assume that I know what you're thinking. A lot of people assume what other people are thinking. Like, I'm sure your significant other at home is like, he should have known how I was feeling. He should have known how I was thinking. We don't. Us men, we have no idea what you lovely ladies are thinking. We don't. We have no idea. We have no idea. Your brains, the female brain connects things at a much higher level. Okay? You also have much more memory capacity with everything. So everything in a woman's brain is all interconnected, right? It's all interconnected. We, as men, have boxes. We have boxes and we put things in. We have a box for you. We have a box for our parents. We have a box for our dog. We have a box for work. We have a box for studies. We have a box for sports. We have a box for porn or whatever else it is that you like. I don't care. I don't know. I don't judge. I don't care. So cool? So we have boxes, right? So every time you mention like, one of your friends, right? So I pull out my girlfriend's friends file, right? And I open it up and I sit there and then you say to me, I got to tell you what happened to my friend, all right? She's an idiot, blah, 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 or she did this and she did that. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'll try to remember this stuff, whatever. It's not important to me, but whatever. I'll try to remember it so I can keep notes, so I can give something back to my girlfriend when she brings it up. And then she'll go into a wedding, and I want to get married, and I want to have food at our wedding. So now I got to put that folder back for the friends thing, and I got to open, the girlfriend and me folder, right? So then, after that, I got to come back and open food folder, because I have food and her in a separate folder. I don't connect food and her, right? So she's like, what do you want to eat, babe? I'm like, I don't know. What the hell are you asking me for? I don't know. I'll eat anything. I'm down. Chicken. Sure. Good. Delicious. Right? But she'll assume things that I don't realize she assumes. She assumes that I think the same way as she does. That is wrong. I'm here to tell you now, babe, I don't think the same as you. But that's okay, because I still love you. So yeah, number 4. Don't take anything personally. Do not take anything personally. Okay? So number 3 was don't make assumptions. Number 4 was don't take anything personally. Now, I actually have been living this way, and I am much happier than all my friends who do take things personally. I promise you, I'm much happier than all my friends who take things personally. I'm actually more happier than most of the people on this planet who take things personally. I know everybody's a liar, and I know for a fact that they're just projecting their emotions outward. Whatever you feel projects outward. So, I just don't take it in. So you can call me an asshole right now. I don't care. Don't bother me. I don't know you. I don't care about you. You're not bothering me. Yeah, call me an asshole. Call me a dick. Call me whatever you want. It's not gonna bother me. But then I realized that you must be having a bad day. Something must have happened to you, right? Something must have been bad enough for you to call me an asshole. Now, if I was doing something, constructive criticism is different. Constructive criticism is more, it's not mean, there's no bad intent behind it. It's more like It's more like easygoing. Like, listen, I don't think you should have said those things. I think that was a mean thing to say. See, that's not attacking my character. That's not calling me an asshole and then walking away and not giving me any kind of criticism or construction. No construction towards my actions. It's just like, telling me, it's basically like judging somebody, right? You make snap judgments. They must be rich, they must be poor, they must be a douchebag, they drive in a Bentley, they must be an asshole because of whatever, right? It's snap judgments, snap assumptions, snap this, snap that. We do it quickly, we all do it. I know, I'm guilty of it, we've all done it, right? But when you take things personally, you take it to a new level. When you take things personally, you basically give someone the permission to control your emotions. So if you called me an asshole, and then I got really upset, that's me believing that I'm an asshole. That's me believing that you called me an asshole. So it sinks in that I'm an asshole, and then I get upset. I'm like, whoa. I'm not an asshole, you're an asshole, right? Because then that'd be emotionally bothering to me. But since I've trained myself over and over years, it doesn't affect me anymore. Nothing anyone says affects me. Okay? If I know you, if you know me, if we know each other, then I get really close to you, and we can talk about anything, and you can call me whatever name you want. I still won't take it personally. Just don't attack my family or anyone I love. I'll kill you. I'm just kidding. I won't kill you. I'll probably hurt you real bad, though. So, those are the 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your word is number 1. Number 2 is always do the best at whatever you do. Number 3 is don't make assumptions. Don't ever make any assumptions about anything. Number 4, I almost went 5. Number 4, yeah, okay. There's got to be a better way to do this. Thank you. Number 4, trusty old hand. Number 4 is do not take anything personally. Try to laugh a lot, guys. Try to be silly. Try to be wacky. Try to be weird. Being mundane is boring, right? So try to get out there and just have fun, laugh a lot, enjoy life. There's no need to be so serious. There's no need to be so serious. All right, that's my philosophy. It's not for everybody, but I just wanted to share that. That's another big reason about why I changed my tune with everything in life. I adopted that philosophy, and I myself am adopted as well, by the way. So now you know. Okay, guys, much love. I will see you on the next video. I hope you guys have a good night. Catch you later. Like and subscribe, please. Thanks. Peace out.